Hello, this is AJ. Welcome to our next commentary. This one is called Master Membership. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about our Master Member site, because this is really the next step for you. The Master Member site was created really to provide more input, more effortless English material for people who have finished the lessons, or even people who have started the lessons but they would like some extra stuff. And it came out of a request from our members. Our members are saying, well, AJ, the lessons are great, I love them, I'm listening to them now, but I would love to, get some more material. Especially, something that would come maybe, every week or every month, something extra. And another thing that people were requesting all the time were videos. People were saying, AJ, we'd like to have some videos of you because you sound like you're really energetic. We'd like to see your face. And so I thought about this for a long time. Oh, what should we do? I don't know. What do you think? Oh, no. We talked about it and finally decided let's make a membership site. It'd be a subscription site. And it's a site where I would add videos, every month. Every month there would be some new videos on different topics related to effortless English. And that's what we created. We call it the Master Member site. And the idea is this is the site for people who are, really passionate, really motivated, really energetic, and happy about learning English. These are really our top members. These are the members that want to keep going. They want more, they want more, they want more. And so what I do is I just, using my little web camera on my computer, I just record videos and I talk about different topics. So you get these video commentaries on various topics, very similar to the commentaries that you're getting right now. But they're on video, so you can actually see my face. You can see me moving around and jumping around and acting crazy. And these are videos on 4 different topics. We have 4 very general categories within the Master Member site. 4 types of videos, 4 topics. And the first one is the learning channel. I call them channels. It's the group, the area, the topic of learning. And in the learning channel, I talk about the topic of learning. How interesting. I don't know how I came up with that name, but anyway. So I talk about the topic of learning, and I talk about strategies for learning. Learning English, learning anything. Talk about some of the research. I talk about some of our success stories, things that other members are doing to learn faster, better, more. Another thing I do in the learning channel is I give extra commentaries about specific lessons. So I pick one lesson and I talk more about that topic. And I might pick a lesson from my original lessons, my old lessons. Or I might pick one specific lesson from these lessons, these Power English lessons. And I talk more about it. So maybe the topic of tribe, and I'll talk more about this idea of tribe and tribes, or more about Seth Godin, the writer of that book. Or I pick another one of the lessons, and I give more detail, more information, more of my ideas, etc. And that's the learning channel. I call it the learning channel. And so you have videos on this topic, or these topics. The next channel, the next general category, is called community. In the community channel, I do a couple things. It's really the people channel. I talk about people. And that means, number one, I talk about myself, and I talk a little more about my personal life, what I'm doing in my personal life. For example, I travel a lot. I talked in these lessons about the 4-hour work week, and, I try to live that book. So I am not stuck in one place all the time. I am based in San Francisco. I live mostly in San Francisco, but I spend 3 or 4 months every year in Thailand or Southeast Asia. And I travel to Latin America and Europe and other parts of the world all the time. And I keep running the Effortless English Company while doing that. And so a lot of members, they're kind of curious. They're interested in the places I'm visiting and what I'm learning and what I'm doing. And so in the community channel, I talk about that. So I'll do a short video telling you, what am I doing now? What am I learning now? What new ideas do I have now? What's happening in my life? Where am I? Another thing that happens in the community channel is that I interview interesting people. So as I'm traveling around the world and meeting all these cool people, I'll talk to some of them. So you can see some conversations with other people in English, of course, and you can see me chatting with them about all kinds of topics. Anything that I think is interesting, that's what you're going to see. And finally, another thing I do is I talk about members, our members. And I talk about members who are doing cool, interesting things. So I might pick one member and I might chat about something cool and interesting they're doing, some new technique they're using, or what they're writing about on their blog, or how they are helping people, or what they're doing in their life. So I give these member profiles. I talk more about cool, interesting members. And finally, in this channel, I sometimes in the learning channel, but especially in the community channel, I answer questions. And maybe that's probably the most interesting and most useful for a lot of members, is that members email their questions to me, or actually more commonly on the forums, on the Master Member forums, which are special forums. They're not our normal forums for everybody. It's just for the Master Members, and on the Master Member site. And on those forums, people just write questions. They write questions about specific lessons. They write questions about general learning strategies or ideas, or just about my life, or just about anything. And sometimes I pick a question if I think it's interesting, if I think this question will help a lot of our members, and I'll answer the question in the video. So I'll chat. Someone says, "Hey, AJ, in this lesson you talked about, something, how can I use this?" And then I'll answer the question, and I'll give more information or more advice or more suggestions. And all that happens on the community channel. The next category of videos that you'll find on the Master Member site is called Power, the Power Channel. And I kind of like this one. The Power Channel is about motivation. It's about really making your life fantastic, extraordinary. And that means, of course, your English learning, but it really means your life in general. And the Power Channel, I'm talking about emotion. I'm talking about psychology, the psychology of success, of achieving, of getting what you want. How to get your energy higher, your motivation higher. How to reach your goals. How to connect with other people and help other people. And, generally, I'm talking about the topic of English related to these things, but, sometimes just general life. How can you have a feeling of more personal power in your life? And so I do videos on those topics, and I put them in this category called the Power Channel. And then finally, the final category is called Success. It's the Success Channel. And the Success Channel has videos on the topic of business, career, finances, money, etc., things like that. And it really comes from my Success English lessons, which are business English lessons. But they're not normal business English lessons because those are boring, and I don't want to do anything boring. My Success Business English lessons talk about how to improve your career, or how to create a freelance career, which just means you're an independent worker, you're not working for a company, or how to create your own business, your own company, how to be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who creates their own company. And so in this Success Channel, the Success category on the Master Member site, in videos, I talk about more ideas for businesses, for your career, for your finances, for your money. I talk about the strategies I'm using with the Effortless English Company. What do I do to market? What do I do to advertise? How do I find more members? How do I connect with more people? How do I manage my finances more so that the company keeps growing and increasing and doing well? And, sometimes I answer questions again about these topics. And it's just in general, we're talking about the idea of success. And here we're talking about success really from kind of the normal perspective, really talking about finances, business, money, those topics. And so those are the 4 categories, the 4 channels, the 4 kinds of videos that you will find on the Master Member site. And it gives you more input, more material, more supplemental audio, video, and of course we have text for everything. So there are no lessons. You don't find lessons there. You won't get mini story lessons there. But you get a lot of videos with a lot of extra English input to listen to. You get to see me on video. And then every video has text. So anytime you don't understand something, you can read along. You can use a dictionary if you don't understand a word or something. So it gives you a lot of extra English material on the same very positive, energetic, enthusiastic topics. So it's all going to be very positive. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be energetic, positive, and fun. Just like you found with these lessons, I hope. And so if you're interested, if you'd like more, go to our Master Member site, join our Master Member site, and you can connect with our Master Members there, because on that site, we have one more thing, which is our Master Member Forums. These are special forums. They're not the general forums that everybody who buys my lessons gets to go in the general forums. But these are special forums only for Master Members, only people who are subscribing to that site. And this is where you're going to find the most motivated, really the best of the best. Because that's what the Master Member site's for. It's for the best of the best. It's for our top members. And by top, I don't mean speaking ability. It's not your English ability. By top and best, I mean the most motivated, the most positive, the most energetic. The members who are having the most fun. Those are the members I believe are the best. That's my definition of best members, best students. And they're the ones you're going to find on the Master Member site. You're going to connect with them. You're going to learn from them. You're going to be encouraged from them. And you're going to be one of them. And so you're going to create this great peer group, this amazing group of people who are just so super motivated and happy and energetic. Wow, that's going to help your life, and it's going to help your English learning too. So I hope that you'll check out our Master Member site. I hope you'll try it. I hope you'll join it. And I hope to see you there. And I hope you'll enjoy those videos. I know you will. And I know you're going to continue learning and growing as a person and also as an English learner. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.